Hello, I'm Lisa Miliaresis, and I'd like to just take a few minutes to talk to you a little bit about the spirit world, about connecting to those on the other side, and how to make the most of your session when you do come to see me. I always like to tell everybody about, how the spirits are in the other dimension, which is very close to ours, and it's of a higher frequency, so there's no sense of time. I have learned to elevate my energy level through a practice of prayer and meditation. So I consider it channeling up. I channel up. Spirit needs to slow their vibration down, and then a connection is made, similar to that of a radio channel on the radio. And with the assistance of my guides, information is given to me, interpreted, and then given to you. Now, when I refer to the information, it's a symbolic energy language. It's made up of all of our senses. And they also use the database of memories that I've had in this lifetime to maybe show me something that I'll relate to you that may be applicable to something going on in your life today. But when you're receiving information or blocks of information, and then I need to translate that into what we use as English, and it's not an apples to apples translation. So I want to give you a few examples. So I may say to you, I have a mother figure, and I give you a line of information. And you may say, mother, the information really rings true, but my mom is still here. Mother can be interpreted by the emotion of mother, meaning it could be a biological mother, a stepmother, a grandmother, a mother-in-law. It's just someone who just loves you like a mother. So that's number one. So you can do that with all relations. It's done on the emotional level, the feeling of it. Same thing holds true when you're referring to age. So I may say to you, I have someone that feels very young to me. Well, that can be interpreted two ways. Either they're young by our standards of age, or they feel young and they're immature. So little things to look at. With sex, they're coming through and they're showing me a very dominant, forceful personality. Well, I may interpret that as being masculine, but I don't know about you, but in my family we have some dominant females, and their personality may be one that's a little stronger than that. So there's times I may tell you what I see, feel, and hear, and allow you to place this information. I truly believe the information I receive is valid and true, but I am a human interpreting energy, and my interpretation may be off. So by telling you what I see, feel, and hear, I allow you to place it. We also record the session, so that makes it so much easier that you can go back and you can refer back to it at your leisure. Now, I know that there's times people are looking to make a connection with a certain someone. I really don't want to know who you want to connect with prior to coming to the session. I like it to come through organically. And I truly believe most of the time people do receive the messages from those that they want to hear from. But if by chance you do not, it doesn't mean that they're in a bad place, or it doesn't mean that they don't love you. There's so many variables that are so beyond our comprehension that it's hard to explain. But the one thing I can tell you, there's no sense of time in the world of spirit. So for us, lifetime is so valuable that it's hard to put a measurement on it. And for those in spirit, it may be the equivalent of like 10 minutes. And, maybe they'll wait till you get there. Not that you should rush. It's just take your time and all that. The other thing I want to bring your attention to is validations. Spirit likes to come through with their personality, and they love to give you validations. And a validation could be something that's already happened, something that's current, or something that has not happened yet. So if something has already happened or something is current, I tell my clients that Spirit's letting you know they were with you at that time. If something has not happened yet, I say go back to your notes or your tape and look at the information that was provided. And this is a validation of that message. Now people see that I'm telling them something that hasn't happened yet, and they perceive I'm telling them their future. But that's not really how it works in my practice, because it comes down to the intention of the practitioner. My intention is to give you the understanding and awareness that your loved ones continue, that we don't die, hopefully provide you with messages of those you want to hear from, and give you that comfort that you need, that knowing that they hear your thoughts, they hear your prayers, and they're always connected with you. And I think that's really a valuable thing to have as a knowing moving forward. So there's other things I'd like to bring to your attention. When you are in a session, I don't like you to feed me information, but what I do appreciate is, yes, I understand, no, I don't understand. And what does that do for myself and for spirit is, even though we may be remote in a Zoom room, or even if we're together, we all have an energy field around us, and it's called an aura. And as you start to engage, a little spark will go off in your aura. Spirit will see that spark, even if we're in different locations. For myself, I'm interpreting energy, so it helps me know if I'm on the right track. But needless to say, if you don't engage, it's not going to make a difference. I'll still give you the information. It just makes it a little trickier for the medium and the spirit. Now, if you are in a group setting, whether it be a group in the same room or in a Zoom room, and you're understanding information, that same information may be shared with another in the same room. So whoever you are, if you understand it, acknowledge it, it's for you. Spirit is the best multitasker that there is. I can tell you that. When I put groups together, I'm always amazed, because people who didn't know each other will have such synchronicities involved in sharing information, specific enough to one person and yet still specific to another person in a different way. It's really amazing how that works. So if you find yourself doubting yourself, well, gee, that sounds like it's for me, but they're talking over there, no, it's for you as well. They're multitasking. And I always say that the connections are like a puzzle piece that fits. You know, even if you don't get it right away, when you're listening back, you get it. It's like a little something you feel, and you know it's right for you. If you get messages from Spirit and they're giving you all kinds of, legal advice, medical advice, love advice, you don't need to take the advice of Spirit. My brother, who's on the other side, said to me at one time, if you weren't going to take my advice when I was here with you on the earth, why would you take it now? So don't forget why you're here, and the intention of this is to let you know that they're still around and that they don't die. If you have questions, please feel free to send me an email, and I look forward to connecting with you.